from the time you pull into the camp and the gates and the Bible verses on rocks and things. It was just such a special thing. I think immediately kind of this feeling, and we get it every time we go now, but for him to be with a bunch of other wheelers, young, old, I knew that this was something that was so important for him as a kid, to see all the other kids that have some of the same things that he does or deals with, but yet they're kicking butt. That was kind of like a immediate thing where I thought, what a cool situation for him to be in.
And I think you called multiple times, and every time you were like, we will never miss this camp.
No.
Like, this needs to be a priority. I remember him opening up about how special it was to be around so many people that were just like him, where I feel like when he's here, he's not an outsider, but like he's, kind of the kid in the wheelchair, and everyone else is the same. Where when he was there, he was just like everyone else.
Yeah, I think the encouragement that comes from the camp in general, the Bible focus, being able to create those relationships with kids and adults that you didn't know before, and then all the activities, it's one giant competition. Everybody loves everyone. It's just probably the most amazing week that we get to be a part of.
So like, we need to teach Palmer, he needs to be able to adapt so he can get around, travel, do anything he wants to do. That's, I think, one of the neatest things is I think Palmer goes to camp and he realizes that he can do anything he puts his mind to. He gets to see all these kids from ages, let's say 11 to in their 70s, what they're capable of, married, having kids, traveling the world, in the Olympics. He can do anything. Just because he's in a chair and has other things too, we can figure it out, and he can do anything he puts his mind to.
With the campers that are there, there's so many different ages and disabilities and severities or whatever, but I go back to the group of kids that are above him in age, and they're going to college. They're playing a sport in college. They're successful in their life beyond camp. And just having them be mentors for Palmer, and then even for us to see them as parents, I think gives us a lot of peace and a lot of hope. Not that we didn't have it before, but it's an uncertain future. You don't know. It's not the typical road like that we had. But it's really neat to be able to see that, and then be able to ask questions about, well, how did you do that? How did you do this? So it's such a neat environment, and yeah, we're thankful to have it be a part of our lives and Palmer's life.
I'll just never forget, one night we were leaving chapel or church for the evening and walking outside and seeing Palmer in the dark racing like 4 other kids his age, and they were playing tag in wheelchairs. And I just remember my heart was like, and like I said before, when he's here and playing with his friends, it's incredible, and they all love each other for who they are, and the wheelchair doesn't matter. But he's usually the lone wheelchair. And in that moment, we're outside, it's dark, you can see some of their wheels lighting up, they're screaming, squealing, having fun. And I think that's when it really hit me. I see like why he has so many tears when we leave. Because there, he's like everybody else. And it's like incredible. And the way they bring faith into it, a lot of the things, God has a purpose for all of us, but there is a reason why Palmer is the way he is. And I think that camp really shows those families that God made them all and they are perfect, and there was a plan.